Ankita to share her personal best leadership experience and also tell us something about her role of being a community builder with Mitti Kira. Welcome, Ankita.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can you make me the host because I'm getting muted again and again. So that's why.
Well, Google Meet works differently. It's not like Zoom.
Okay, works for me.
So,
So if
yeah,
I get muted, you can please let me know. In between, I don't know.
I will
First
do
of
that.
yeah. First of all, thank you so much for such a lovely introduction. I would like to begin with a simple introduction again. Like, hello everyone, I am Ankita Kureel and currently I'm 11th grade student. And currently, I got accepted into the Canadian International School for their International Baccalaureate Diploma program. I'll be pursuing that from next week, and I'll be shifting to Bangalore now.
Ankita, you're on mute. Mute, mute, mute. You went mute.
Ma'am, it comes that Mr. Vikas is muting me again and again. That's the problem.
Oh, okay, so Vikas, if you can hear us and if you're watching us on a mobile phone,
Yeah,
please be mindful of your fingers. Sometimes,
yeah,
touch phones, touch screens, it
happens.
happens. So kindly be mindful of this, Vikas. Uh,
Yeah,
do you hear us?
okay.
All right. You continue, Ankita. We
Yeah,
will see what happens.
yes. So I started in 2019. I was searching for, summer end activities, what can be done at home, and how can I navigate through different activities which, a school kid can do. And it could be fun, and it's not just about the academics and stuff. I came across a soap making video and I got very intrigued. Like, can soaps be made at home? Like we think how skincare can't be made at home. And it was exactly like, how can I make medicine at home? It was that tough for me to understand. Once I started watching the video, I got to know, yeah, of course it can be made at home. But it's a bit risky because you have acid and bases getting combined. You have fats and the sodium hydroxide getting combined. It was sort of tough for me to understand in the beginning, but then I lately got to understand it's not that tough. And with precautions, I can do it. I told my parents that I want to try it for once, at least for once, as a hobby. Like, we can make soaps at home and then use it by ourselves. I ordered sodium hydroxide in basic oils and butters like shea butter and cocoa butter and started making soaps. Then some of my friends in school, I took that soap to school and then they admired me. Like, there's this app called Instagram, and if you are too into this activity, you can post pictures and people will maybe like and appreciate you there. I'm like, okay, I can do that, but I never knew how to operate Instagram till ninth standard. I was pretty much of a kid who was not very known to technology and these apps and all. But then till later years, like till as time passed, I uploaded pictures and people liked it. And then I was given suggestions. You can even sell them on Etsy and more apps like Amazon and Flipkart. But then I was too concerned about the fact you need GST and stuff and more. Then I posted pictures, and after some time, like after 6 months and stuff, and I was just in a thought, like, someone will come and ask me on their own, like, can we buy this? I wasn't posting anything and just keeping that thought, which everyone basically coming on Instagram these days, having a Insta store, does. Like, I have an account and people will their self assume, she has a store and I need to ask her the prices. I was doing the same dumb thing. And then later on in 2021, there was this youth event happening, and I went to this youth event as a delegate in 2019. And this year they needed sponsors. So I was like, can I sponsor you? And they were like, yeah, sure, but what you'll do? I mean, like, I make soaps and skincare, so I can sponsor you through it, providing you with the hampers, and then you can promote me. Through them, I started like engaging into events, and then I got to know how to use Instagram more and more. From them, after that, the journey began, and I began to sell online on Instagram. That's that. After I think 2020, starting 2 3 months, then COVID came. And then I was like, how to sell online, because I had to do all the things online, but yet I was little skeptical to make people understand. Engaging into a sale online is easier than you can go into markets and actually take time and get your things. It just works through a click and stuff. Later I came across Mitti Ke Rang earlier 2021, and then I got to know that Mitti Ke Rang is a website which can help women entrepreneurs to onboard their products and give them a marketplace, and a wide amount of audience can relate to my products and purchase them. And they even had less amount of commission comparing to Amazon and Flipkart, which I was comfortable with. I onboarded my products with them, and then the sales began. It was a huge step, because being honest, on Instagram I used to had limited amount of sale in a month, like around 10 to 20 sales, that's all. But in Mittigaran I have around 5 to 6 sale in every 3 to 4 days, which is like in a month approximately I get 40 to 45 sales. Or you can say it depends on the season and product how we launch it. So it increases. Like currently the best seller is aloe vera gel, and all the things are made by me, even the raw materials are imported by me. So that's that. And being a community builder, as ma'am said, um i I used to talk to many community builders and interns we had at Mitti Ke Rang. Like, we can do this, and these are the ideas we can even do. And I was looking for opportunities to engage into, because I was like, this makes me really feel nice when I talk to people and do their work and help them. We even have women entrepreneurs who don't have Instagram, and who don't know how to visually present their products. They've made the products, they've clicked the pictures, but they don't know how to compile it and present it online. I'm like, I can help it with that. And also, I can connect more and more people, be a community builder, engage a wide amount of audience. I even never had LinkedIn since past 3 months, I would say. I got to know about LinkedIn through Mitti Grang itself. And then I got LinkedIn. And then, like, I don't know if LinkedIn grows this fast or not, but I connected to around 1,000 people within 3 months. And there are people sitting on LinkedIn having limited amount of connection since before. And my LinkedIn is the best thing for me, I think, because from there I need to go to engage to a lot of people. Better India reached me there for publishing the article, and a lot of people from Biopatrika, they even reached me out there. And recently, I've been mentoring with the ITI. I had a workshop, and they now want me to be a mentor at their place. The Udyam organization at Haryana. They work with the ITI, and they want me to be a mentor with them in their entrepreneurship thing. They even have the age similar, which is 15 to 22. They have youngsters who quitted their school or who can't afford to study further and want to engage into activities which can make them earn in a better run and be a legacy, to be more honest, being a brand, making a brand and something like that. So that's that. And yes, that's how I did. And talking about the most important thing, which is being zero waste, it sounds very as a logical and ethical term, zero waste. It sounds like very expensive of a term and something only metro cities could have. That's true. That's honestly true. Because when I was trying to make Astral Kind into zero waste, it wasn't zero waste since starting. Say, I promoted on this event where I sponsored the youth parliament. That time, Astral Kind was working in plastic. Like, we used to wrap soaps around cling film. Cling film is the food wrap we use, the shrink wrappage, that thing. After that, I'm like, I was buying jars and stuff because I used to make a lot of products, and I needed jars to store them. While ordering those, I just compared prices of the PET plastic ones and the glass ones. I'm like, there's just difference of 10 to 20 rupees in them. And a glass one can be reused, recycled, can't be recycled but can be reused. Glass can't be recycled but definitely can be reused. Tin ones can be recycled for sure, compressed, and can be further made. So I got tin containers and glass jars. That's the easiest stuff. I think it's not tough to be zero waste until you understand that, of course, you need to bear minimum prices and costs, which are little 100 to 50 rupees here and there. If you buy a zero waste snack, we have luxury stores at our places. We have snacks, chips, and all coming in zero waste packing. Those are definitely of 80 rupees, but they save that environment bit where you see Lay's ka packet flying on the roads and you see this zero waste ka packet, you can just simply put into water and then water your trees with that thing. It's just paper, it will grow, it will get composted. That's that. Being zero waste was this easy journey where I wanted to be zero waste, but I had to figure out how to do that thing. And from starting only, I think Astro Kind's prices were very different from other brands. Wherein, if you see, homegrown brands have a very limited and a very sophisticated pricing, I would say, which is generally, if I speak for a soap, is around 100 to 300 rupees. Astral Kind makes cold processed soap. Cold processed soap are the soaps which require 100 days to get cured. When I say 100 days, literal 100 days to get cured, because they are made from pure oils and sodium hydroxide. So the water needs to get evaporated and the oil needs to get hardened up. We don't use any SLS, any paraben of any sorts. So that's why we need 100 days. And the prices are also a bit high, approximately 500 to 600 for a bar of soap, which is around 200 grams to 250 grams. It differs all the time on the quantity because it's handmade, that's why. Yeah, so prices have always been a high part, but customers do understand that it is handmade and it is good. Talking about more. Yeah, ma'am, you want to say anything?
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
talking
just
about one of
enjoying the conversation. I'm just enjoying your narrative. Please go ahead.
yeah, talking about one of the most important things, like once you made a sale and then bringing back the same customer for engaging into the same product again is difficult. We have a particular sort of a coconut oil we love. Some must be loving this brand, and we buy the
Yeah,
same from the grocery store. The same way our products work, like for some of the customers, it they are like, they have subscribed, almost you can say they need 2 jars of aloe vera gel every month. That was something which made me realize, yes, the product has quality and people do want it. When firstly, talking about things being certified and having a patent at this age is not possible for me, because if I get a patent made, it won't work out for me because it would be from my parents' name. I'm not above 18 because. And in India, it's allowed to carry out your homegrown brand. We even see homemade chocolates and things like that. So that's been easier comparatively for other countries where you literally need a patent to sell your products and make them and reach them to places. Definitely, if you go on larger platforms like Amazon and Flipkart, they do need GST and stuff, which is again tough for me for getting it on my name. And I don't want to get anything on my parents' name yet because it will be tough for me to change to my name later. I had a word with a lot of people who were ready to help me, a lot of CA friends of mine. I made a lot of connections on LinkedIn and a lot of people helped me. And they were like, you sit for now, you don't need it. So you better don't invest in it. It's not needed because right now. So that's one thing. And seeing how the brand growed was, I would be really honest, it grew through the MKR website because there we had already built audience. It won't have made sense to me if I, made a website of my own where I invested 10,000 to 5,000 rupees and get a website to sell my products, which was my own website of Ashtil Kind, how we have of some brands, and Astrokind would have their own website. But here at Mitti Ke Rang, there was already an audience, already customer knowing the e-commerce platform, and there my products went. I thought that is a smart step because we already have audience. We just need to present them. Wherein if I would have my own website, I need to bring audience and then present it to them. Here it's a platform having a surety that, and also one best part is it's for women entrepreneurs. So people love to help. Coming back to the community builder part a little bit, I love to do such things where I need to get to connected to people and talk to them, help them, and making them understand you can also onboard on this platform. You don't need any such things like GST or anything, just a Aadhaar card would do, and a GPay number where you get paid. That's so easy. I connect to brands and stuff daily where I tell them you can too get onboarded. And if you, there are even friends of mine on Instagram who are like searching to get onboarded, and they talking about the thing that on Instagram now people are coming to sell products. Since 2020, the trend of Insta store and ordering online have boosted on a maximum range, I can say. From 10%, it went to 80. And I was there on Instagram since 2019 when no one knew about it and people used to make fun of me. Classmates of mine used to make fun. What is this? You don't have your personal account yet and you are doing these things. I'm like, yeah, what happens from a personal account? It's my hobby. It was similar to having a art account where you post pictures of your artwork and drawing. I used to post soaps and skincare. It was something like that. But then later I got to know that I never really focused, yeah, having a personal account is more important and things like that because I wasn't on that platform since a very long time and it never affected me. I used to really ignore because if I won't have ignored people, I don't think I would have even registered myself on a website and began selling and even made products because there were even people telling me, it's a legal offense to sell something if you don't have a patent. But really, to be honest, homegrown brands do work and you can sell stuff. We even have nowadays people or kids of my age from 13 to 14 and 15, 16 selling cakes. I mean, like, there are just, if you tell me to name three, four people, the second person would be making cakes and selling them in town. So these things have grown a lot due time. And also people have understood nowadays, I think teenagers are really into the stuff that they need to, I don't think if this is honest or not, but some wants to build a legacy, some wants money for a certain amount of time, getting satisfied with money. Where I was the same till amount of time, where I was using plastic with having astral kind using plastic. Till that amount of time, I was also chasing money. To be honest, I was like, yeah, it's easy to make money. I can make money, and that's all. I can shut the brand when I'm done, and when I have, couple of thousands, I'll shut the brand, and then it's done. But once I got into the zero waste thing and stuff, I was really motivated. Like people inspire zero waste stuff, and it's a much needed talk. So then I'm like, it's never shutting, even if I die. Even if I'm going to another city right now, people ask me how we are going to manage because I am a single person army making all these stuff and selling it. But then my parents would help me where I will just note down the address from there, from my dorm room and the hostel room, and just send them on WhatsApp. They just need to print and just stick it on the box. That's so easy. They'll make it easy for me. That's that. And talking about soap bank, what is soap bank? How ma'am said the proceedings of astral kind goes towards soap bank. I would add to that now it goes 20% to kids education also in rural part of UP, Uttar Pradesh. Recently, we contributed towards uniforms of kids and gave them all the money we earned in last 2 weeks for buying their uniforms. So Soap Bank India is India's first soap bank. Many people don't know what soap bank is. I would make it very easy for you. How banks work, you get money from there, which is your money. Soap bank is something talk just related to the bank stuff. It's not where your soap is there and you collect it, but it's like soap bank is a place where soap is there and you can collect. Whoever needs soap, we can give you soaps. It's not just confined to soaps, but now we distribute sanitary napkins to women's in rural part of the city. And now we have shipped to even cities like in Bihar and Odisha this time, sanitary napkins and soaps. So soaps are made by Astral Kind itself. Profit goes towards soap and sanitary products. Soap Bank India is also my initiative and the proceedings goes to Soap Bank India. Now I can say 100% of the profit of Astral Kind goes to Soap Bank India since 2 months, past 2 months. Before that, the circulation money, which was to buy the raw materials again, used to be different. But right now, since I see a vast amount of audience and people around me also, if you see soap bank's page, uh, it's just for creating awareness that living a clean lifestyle is needed for a healthy one. And there are people who can't even afford soaps, and uh, no matter what government says that we are taking care, looking towards the people living in the slum areas or people not having access to all these stuff, they literally don't get access to their ration card also, where they mention soaps. They just get normal atta dal, that also 1 kg, and 1 kg is not sufficient for a month, where they have a family of six, and they even don't include soap sometimes. Soap bank is just something where a local bunch of teenagers help me on weekly basis. You can see weekends we distribute around 100 to 100 soaps to local people, and also this time we ship to Odisha to one of the initiatives called Upkar Upahar, which is like you give them and they gives Upahar through someone else. So that's that. Any NGO who connects to us, we give them soaps and we help them so that they can distribute to their kids and people who are connected to them in their area. So I'm happy from the time Astelcan became a non-profit, because now it has a motive, where I was being honest and explaining, where I never had a motive and I just was chasing money for amount of time. And Astrakhan was a brand using plastic. Now I have a motive that it's 100% non-profitable. Proceeding goes to Soap Bank India. From one brand I channelized a lot of streams. From one brand, it's a soap brand, soap and skincare. Soap, one stream of soap goes towards Soap Bank India because I know how to make soaps. Soap Bank India is one thing now. One thing is for kids' education, where we simply transfer the funds to the places needed and they can buy supplies and fund their education. And now soaps goes to place where they need it. So from one brand, I build all these streams and help them. So that's that. If any of you have any questions or queries, I can answer and would love to know.
Well, I think you will have to give